Hi, welcome back to the Friendly Fox. Today we're going to be doing some Valentine's Day inspired iron-on or heat transfer vinyl onto this sweatshirt. So it will be a Valentine's themed sweatshirt. If you watched our earlier video, then you saw this sweatshirt being made. So this is really a part 2 to that video. So let's get creative. I've gone ahead and chosen my heat transfer vinyl for this project. So I am using a white glitter vinyl that will get ironed onto this shirt. It's really important to make sure that the vinyl you're using is a heat transfer vinyl because that's really the best way to adhere it to the fabric. So first I'm going to measure to make sure that I make my design big enough in Cricut Design Space. So I want my design to be about 7 inches in length and 3 inches in height. Let's go over to Cricut Design Space.
The first thing you're going to do is go to New Project. From there, you'll go over to the text section on the left, and then you will move this over after entering your text so that you can see the font that you're choosing. And then I went up to the fonts. I'm using system fonts with a script search, and I went down to my favorite font and then selected that one. Now I'm going to go up to the size and I'm going to unlock it so that I can adjust the width and the height to my preference. So I know that I want it to be in the range of 3 inches by about 7 inches in length. So I'm just going to go ahead and set those measurements in here now. Then I'm going to move it over so that I know that my measurements are fairly accurate. And I'm leaving a little bit of space because I am going to add a heart at the end of the word. So I'm going to shapes now, and I'm just going to bring the heart down to the size that I want it to be in relation to the word, and then I'm going to place it. After that, I'm going to select everything on the screen and then combine it using the weld option. And now I'm ready to go ahead and make it. Now I'm going to go ahead and select my mats, which I'm using a 12 by 24. And I want to make sure to mirror my design because I am going to be ironing it on. So I need to make sure that it looks backwards when the Cricut is cutting it out so that it will look correct when I iron it on. Now I'm going to continue. Then I'm going to choose my material, which for this project would be the glitter iron-on. I always like to opt for more pressure when I'm cutting out, but that's really up to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and start cutting.
Now that the design is all cut out, I'm going to go ahead and weed it. I do have some excess here and here where I would probably be able to use it for another project, so I'm going to go ahead and cut those parts off. I do love working with glitter heat transfer vinyl because it peels away so easily. So there is my weeded out iron-on, and now I'm going to put it on the sweatshirt. Now I'm going to go ahead and place it on the sweatshirt. Usually I don't have a mannequin, but because we now do have a mannequin for so many sewing projects, I'm going to go ahead and use that to my advantage. And then I've just used clear tape to help me make sure that it stays placed where I want it to before I take it to iron it. Place the towel over so you don't melt plastic onto your iron, and then rest the iron on the design. The iron works great for smaller designs, but if you have bigger designs, it can be difficult because you want an even heat distribution.
The closer you keep your fingers to where you're pulling the vinyl off of the plastic, the easier it's going to be to make sure that the transfer is perfect. And then I like to go over it one more time just to be sure that it is on there securely. It'll be able to go through the wash without any issues. And there is the finished product. And this can discolor sometimes with the heat, but don't worry because it does go back to the normal colors. You can see it's already going back to the lighter shade of red.
And here is the finished product. So you can see that the sweatshirt has the heat transfer vinyl applied. It will be machine washable for the most part. I would still turn it inside out if you're gonna put it in your washing machine, but there is the finished product, perfect for Valentine's Day or really any time. Thanks so much for watching.